Welcome back to the off-season diaries. It is Thursday, January 4th. So pretty much like a year from when I started. Obviously took a minute off to not be off-season, but I'm so excited to be back. Just made some fresh coffee, so I figured I would have a little coffee chat with you. I am so excited to be vlogging again. I seriously missed it so much, and my goal this year is to somehow find a way to do it all. I say that every year, but I feel like I get a little bit closer every year, so you never know. Yeah, we just had the new year, which is our 1-year house anniversary. I was thinking about it this past year. Yes, I had some like pretty exciting milestones and things, and some big goals that came to fruition, and some exciting stuff happened. So that was good. I mean, obviously that was great, and those felt really nice. But overall, I would say the thing that made me like happiest was just like having our own place to live, and just I think having this kind of foundation, and having, you know, honestly been in therapy for years. I feel like it's all kind of converging, and I had a really nice year. Like nothing crazy, but mostly like not feeling super depressed at any one point this year, which was huge. Usually I get pretty depressed like right around spring and fall, and things were good, you know. So anyways, I feel like that was my big win for 2023. And again, I can't always control what's happening or how long I'm gonna feel this way, but it just is nice to enjoy feeling good. So I'm gonna go visit my sister in Minnesota in February. Chris and I are planning to go to Florida also in February, and then I'm gonna go to Portugal and England in the end of March and April. So lots of adventures and travel, and I'm just so excited. So I'm so happy to be back. Thanks for sticking with me, and let's do this. Good morning, it's Friday. Clearly I am very rusty because I didn't film anything yesterday, and honestly that's because yesterday was kind of boring. Not in a bad way, but there was not much I could have really taken it along for, because there was a lot of behind the scenes boring stuff. So good morning, we are making coffee, and I am heading to a yoga class around 9:45. I've been on my workout grind. I've been going to the dance studio, which is my absolute favorite. And this time of year I have time to go to like classes every day. So that's been really nice. I'm like pretty sore. My fave class is called Sculpt, and it's like a nice mix of like weights and body resistance training kind of things. And I've gone for almost a year. I think in March it'll be a year. I can really feel myself getting stronger, and I do it, you know, obviously because I want to just stay healthy and relatively like strong, but I'm largely motivated because my gear for weddings is so heavy that if I don't like work out at all, I'll get really sore, and I compensate in weird ways. Like I'll like lean back when I'm holding my camera. I still do that. So I'm really trying to like strengthen my core, strengthen my arms and my shoulders, and obviously everything. Legs are important too, but I've noticed a big difference when I work out regularly, that I'm like less in pain, which is ideal. I just got back from a really good yoga class. I feel like I didn't get super sweaty, so I'm just gonna like wash my face and then get dressed. I'm gonna film another episode of my like TikTok and Reels series called Do I Even Like This? So I'll bring you along for that, maybe a little behind the scenes of how I like put those together. I've been going through my closet, been doing a lot of decluttering, and so I had this one section of my closet where I'm like really on the fence whether I want to sell or donate some items, and so I've been making a series of like me trying to style those items and see if I really like them, want to keep them, and if I can style them in enough different ways to like justify keeping them. So that's been really fun to put together. Okay, just took a shower, and then I went through and I picked the piece that I want to try to style today for the video. It's this dress that I thrifted, and here is everything I took out of my closet to just kind of play with. I was also trying on some other pants I have been thinking about getting rid of as well, and to see which ones I wanted to keep, which ones blah 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 blah. But I put together the different outfits I want to style the dress with, and I am gonna spoil the reel for you. Probably I've already posted it by the time this comes out. I really like the outfits I put together. I think they're really fun and cute. I probably would wear them out, but there's something, I just am like, if this piece is so hard to style and I just am like, I'm like overcompensating for it. I'm like, I have plenty of other dresses in my closet and it's not really worth it. And I think the issue is, part of it is the color is just a little too kind of bright and neon-y. I think I just kind of impulse bought it because I thought it was like fun and pretty. That is a big goal of mine, is to not over thrift this year. As much as I love thrifting, I think I can have just as good of an experience just by like looking at stuff. I don't need to always buy something, and I feel like there is this pressure, like it's so cheap, I might as well buy it. But then I end up having a lot of clothes in my closet that I don't want to wear, or that are like so hard to style that I'm like, I don't know, they cause more mental anguish than they are worth. So I do really like the outfits, and it'll be a fun little video, but I do think I'm ultimately going to donate the piece. Okay, update and plot twist. Well, first of all, it's dark now. I had to run to go pick up my car, which has been in the shop for over a month. So picked that up, tried to get it inspected, failed the inspection because it hadn't been run in a month, so whatever. You live and you learn. And then came back, and so this is one of the outfits I put together for the reel. And I actually kind of really like this dress now. I think part of my issue is when I was trying things on, I didn't have my hair or makeup done, which turns out sometimes it's not the outfit. Sometimes you are ugly and it's not the dress's fault. So I think that was my issue, but I'm putting it on probation. Really, it's not a winter piece, and I wouldn't really normally wear it in the winter. I think spring is the time. Not to mention, during the spring I usually have this desire to wear more color, so I think she's gonna stick around, and I'm gonna try, and if I never gravitate towards it in the spring, I'll give it one more chance, a spring and a summer, and then if I'll reevaluate. But styling it certainly helped, which is what this series is all about. And I think pushing myself to do 4 outfits instead of just 1 was so much more informative, because I really liked all of them. And this one that I'm wearing now was probably the thing I was like the most, I don't know, like not risky, but like kind of out there, but I like, you know, went out and about and I felt comfortable in it. And even though it's very cold, I surprised myself, and I don't know if this series is good or backfiring, but turns out when you put some effort into styling things, you might like it more. So anyways, that's the twist. Oh, I also wanted to show you, I got this cutie little jeweler box from Target. So this is like my favorite everyday pieces, and then don't mind, this is the aftermath. And then this is on my dresser. These are some more like necklaces. These are pieces maybe I don't wear quite as much, but I still wear often. A lot of fun earrings going on. And then this is where I put all my sunglasses. They're mostly all on the bed, spread out everywhere. Yeah, this is a mess. Time to clean this up. Okay, I need to give a major shout out to my best friend Ingrid. She gave me for Christmas an electric towel warmer. I also have to issue a public apology to my mom who tried to give me an electric towel warmer. I said I didn't think I wanted it, but I was wrong because Ingrid gave me one, and I was like, okay, I'll try this out. It's amazing. I'm obsessed with it. I do like to unplug it every time just to make sure. All right, but you can heat up any towel, any blanket or anything, and it's just so cozy. I don't know why I wasn't sure I wanted it. I think it was because at the time we didn't have our place, so I didn't really know where it would go, but it has a perfect little spot over here. And I am putting my like fuzzy bed blanket that I wrap my toes in. Sounds so weird. I'm putting that in here, and giving it some time to heat up so that tonight when I go to bed, I can wrap myself in a warm blanket. And it's super easy. You just press the little button right here and then let her rip. I just baked some sweet Lorenz chocolate little cookies. They're so good. And now I'm finally sitting down. I've wanted to do this all week. And this is just the beginning, but finally sitting down to do my annual like goal setting. I don't really have a vision board because it's not visual. I do some scrapbooking this time of year as well, but doing my little goal setting, like things I'd like to happen, sketching out my year, my vision, and I like to look back at the year before, see what I thought. I'm actually going through like 2022, which is the year that was really like the hard press for building the house, and it was like a really, really challenging year in so many ways. And it's cool to see a lot of the things that I kind of envisioned specifically around the house coming true. And then also some career stuff, some things that have not come true yet, but are like on their way. So, you know, it's nice to even, I'm not saying that the writing down makes the things happen, but it is nice to write some of these things down so that when they do happen, you can almost look back at that version of yourself who wrote them and be like, look, we did it, we did it. So that's kind of how I feel going back through them now and just being like, we did it. Or like, we did not do that. I'm sorry. I don't even know if I want that anymore. It's cool to see how what you want changes, or sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes you're like still working at it. And some weird things like I wrote down last year that there was no way I could have controlled them. Like some things I'm like I had complete control of, or like, you know, I was able to like take action on. Some things were just like random, like wishes I had, and some of them came true, so that was kind of cool. I don't think it's because I wrote it down per se, but it's fun to look back at. So that's what I'm doing now. First I'm just like steeping myself in some of this stuff. Then I'm gonna think and then just take some notes. Usually I'll do like a rough draft of some just ideas, and then I'll think on that for a day and then, you know, draw it out in a more pretty aesthetic way. Good morning, it's Saturday. I feel like I'm a little bit in a funk. I slept horribly last night. Normally, as you can see from my like massively baggy eyes, normally I'm a really good sleeper. I'm lucky in that department, but last night I like just couldn't get to sleep, or if I was sleeping it'd be like for a second. You know, it's like that half sleep where you're like kind of awake, kind of not. So I don't feel amazing in a lot of departments. So I'm gonna go run some errands. I really wanna sit down and do my like goal setting thing. I kind of last night just started to like, it takes me a while to like marinate in the process, and I started a lot later than I thought I was going to. So I really wanna focus on that today and have fun with it, but I'm in kind of a funky state. So I wanna, you know, get the vibes up. I forget if I mentioned this yesterday. I got my car back. So I actually took it to get inspected because it was, I really need to do that. And it failed the emissions part of the inspection because it hadn't been driven in over a month, which I didn't know was the thing. So I kind of have to take it out and drive it pretty fast to like get it going. And it's hard to do that here because the highest speed limit on the island is 45 miles per hour. So I kind of have to crank it on that one road that you can go fast on. So anyways, I'm gonna go do that. I'm gonna get some breakfast, do that, get some ingredients for pizza tonight, and then come back and like settle in. I have also been wanting to make a hot chocolate for like a week now. I have these really good marshmallows, and like for some reason I don't know, the days have been going by so fast. I think it's because the sun sets at 4, and like my workout class starts at like 9:45, so I get home, it's like 11:30, and then I'm showering, and then I'm like, oh, my day's gone. So it's actually, the classes are gonna start at 9 next week, so I'll be interested to see how that impacts things, and hopefully I can like get my days going a little bit earlier. I feel like kind of a little bit, like I had a really good week, but I'm kind of feeling like in a funky mindset, so I don't wanna sound too complainy. I just need to go for my little drive, listen to a podcast or some music, and then just get back into a good mindset. I like love this outfit. I was going to, I had put these jeans in my donate pile. I got them last year. They're like the Old Navy wide leg jeans. And I think because they're like a tiny bit short, maybe, I don't know why I was trying to donate these. They're really cute and they're really comfortable. And they're not like the perfect jean. They're not the most flattering or anything, but wide leg jeans typically aren't. I don't know. They're just like very comfortable. A good weekend jean when you don't want anything super tight, but you're still trying to wear a pair of jeans. And then I've got this Madewell vest on. I wish they had this for longer. I love this thing, but it like got sold out so fast. My Mandarin bag, an Old Navy like sweater top thing. And also, wow, I didn't realize I was rocking so much Old Navy today. And then some New Balance sneakers. Yeah, that's the look. I will say putting on like a outfit that I liked this morning absolutely helped. I would like to like try to get dressed earlier in the day. Again, with the workouts and all that, sometimes I don't get dressed in my normal clothes until later, but I feel like the earlier I get dressed, the better I feel. All right, I drove us out to Sconset. I was stuck behind some slow people, so I didn't get to like really get the car going like I wanted to, but we'll be going back anyway. So I'm gonna walk around Sconset for a little bit, show you what it looks like in January. Pretty dead in every way. So come along. I'm currently making a white pizza, like a little pesto pizza. Jesus, this overhead lighting is making me look 1,000 years old. This is my PSA to everyone. You're not ugly, it's probably just bad lighting. And that's what I hope is the case for me right now, because you could tell I had a horrible night's sleep still. Anyways, I just wanted to show you my pizza before it's in the oven, and then I will show you after it's come out of the oven. Ta-da! Pizza has been cooked. Okay, and what I'm learning is I do think I need to like use a little bit less pesto. I just like spread it evenly, but I think that it looked like there's a little too much. But it's gonna be delicious, just kind of a mess. So, yum. I just got my Nuuly order for the month, so I figured I would try everything on and give it a little rating, give you my 2 cents. My strategy this month was to go with lots of coats in February, early February. I guess this will be after, I don't know, it depends on how I feel about this Nuuly, but I am going to Minnesota to visit my sister, so if I like any of these things, maybe I'll like keep the whole batch for longer. But I just figured, got plenty of pants right now. I just figured like everyday kind of clothes. And yeah, I feel like 'tis the season to be renting coats. Plus coats are expensive, so it's nice to rent them and get a nice coat that I normally wouldn't spend whatever, $300, $400 on. Okay, up first is this cutie sweater vest. I love it. So cute. Next up is this cute, alright, let's try not to say cute so much. Next up is this little moto jacket. Little faux leather moment. Okay. Okay, this one I really don't know when, when I would wear this, but I rented it anyways because it's beautiful, so maybe give ourselves an occasion. All right, I am so excited about this. I think this is my favorite thing I've like ever rented from Nuuly. Okay, last but not least, I wanted to get in on the Sherpa trend. Oh, so cozy. Wow. This is really cute. No exaggeration, this might be my best Nuuly yet. Again, the problem is I'm already making plans to keep all of this, but I won't, obviously. The blue like full length coat with like the military stripe, that is like over $400. So it's a perfect rental because I would never buy that. But this one, again, I gotta see how I feel in a month after I've worn these things, and maybe hopefully I'll get sick of them, but I am like truly obsessed with that, like what do you call it, like Letterman style sweater, and it's not exorbitant, and this is so cute. I really love this. I don't need it. I don't need it. I don't need it. I don't need it. Do I need it? I don't know. Also, I wanted to give you an Invisalign update because I think I got it back in end of April, May, like right as I was kind of taking a break from the vlog, but I know that was part of it. I was telling you about getting Invisalign and all of that. Update. The top ones are good to go. My orthodontist like took off the little like nubs things, brackets on the top teeth, which is great. I still have to wear the trays around, but it's nice to be able to take them off and not have anything on my teeth because it was staining one of the teeth a lot, the little whatever that stuff is. But so that's been really great. The top good to go. They weren't the main issue, it's the bottom ones. And like one side has kind of moved into a good place, and then the other side still has some ways to go. I'm on 16 of 18 trays, so I have about like another month left in the original plan, but I think based on just like what I've seen shift and everything, my guess is I'll have like another 5 months, 6 months, maybe. I don't know. Like, I don't know how long it's going to take for just this one to move because it's really twisted and there's not really any place for it to go. So they have to like shave in between your teeth each time. So I would be so stoked to get them off before summer. That would be awesome. But we'll see. We'll see. I have a very like realistic picture. It'll be interesting to see maybe when they do the realignment trays, like after the trays that originally were part of the plan, maybe it'll move faster because it'll be more aggressive or it'll be more up to date with my current teeth instead of like a year projection. So we'll see how it goes. But that is the tooth update. You can kind of see my bite's a little bit better because it was like a little bit of a, I don't know what they call it. They was kind of like hitting each other. So I bite a little bit more normal now. I still don't really smile with my teeth because of the Invisalign. So hopefully I'll learn how to smile with my teeth again next year. I'm like just fatigued, not fatigued, but I don't know. I'm not as diligent with keeping them in. Like sometimes if I like eat in the morning, I kind of like let them soak in there a little cleaner for much longer than I should. So I'm like, I think in the next, whatever, month, like however long it takes me to get from the trays I'm in now to like finish and get the refining trays, I'm gonna like really go all in and then, you know, evaluate. It's a marathon, but I'm like very happy I did it already. So that's the good news. I just got back from the grocery store. It's been my goal to remember to use one of these reusable bags. I even like went to the step of putting like a bunch in my car, and I finally actually remembered. I think the key for me was putting it on my driver's seat so I see it, because before it was like in the back seat. So it's probably kind of, you know, unsightly, but I don't care. It's the thing I need to help me remember. I went to the grocery store to get a bunch of ingredients for a recipe I want to make tonight. I figure, you know, once or twice a week. I like to really put some extra effort into cooking this time of year because I normally don't have the time or energy to do it during my busy season. So this is like the one cookbook I have. Obviously I want to get more cookbooks, but for now I'm obsessed with this one. It's from Half Baked Harvest. It's called Super Simple. I don't have any of her other cookbooks, but I highly recommend this one if you're like me and like kind of a novice cook, because the recipes are all, as I've described, like pretty doable and simple for someone like me who isn't like super knowledgeable about cooking. They still are very like flavorful and good. There's just one soup that I'm like obsessed with. The one issue is, I mean, the good thing too, and like, which makes sense, I feel like standard recipes make like 4 servings. So whenever I make one of these recipes, it always makes plenty for leftovers and everything. Though my one bone to pick is they're kind of expensive. There's a lot of ingredients typically. Some of them have a lot of ingredients, some don't, but a lot of different like spices and things, which is great because, you know, stuff I wouldn't normally cook with. But some of the ingredients are really expensive. Like coconut cream is like $5 for, and this is Nantucket, but shit you not. One of these things, oops, that's the garbanzo beans. One of these things is literally $5. And this recipe, you need 2 of them. So it's like $10 just for one of the ingredients, which is crazy. And then, you know, just whatever. This whole bag of groceries cost me $70. And that's not just for this, but it's all the food is for tonight. I did get like a Brita filter and I treated myself to these, which are like $8. But Nantucket, be crazy with groceries. I probably spend like $300 a week on just Chris and I for groceries this time of year when we're actually grocery shopping and like cooking every meal. The good thing is I haven't been eating out as much at all the last couple weeks, which is good, but food is so expensive. And it's not like we're eating these extravagant, well, I was about to say, it's not like we're eating these extravagant meal. Meanwhile, I just showed you like a $10 ingredient, but whatever. Whatever. Like, it is what it is. And it ain't what it ain't. I do miss Trader Joe's dearly. That was like my favorite part of living off island was the grocery stores. That's not true. Maybe that could be true actually. I knew that when I moved back to Nantucket, that was gonna be something I was really gonna miss, and I was right. But anyways, I'm gonna make this in a little bit. For right now, I'm gonna like tidy up a little bit and put together the outline for tomorrow's recording of Put Into Words, the podcast I co-host with my best friend. If you don't listen to it already, highly recommend. I'll put the link in the show notes. To this week we're recording an episode. It probably won't be out for a little while, but it's all about creativity. That's the theme for this season. And it's kind of like how to make your daily life more creative. Even if you don't consider yourself a creative person, how to like infuse your day-to-day routines with like fun and whimsy and pleasure and just make your everyday life more enjoyable without having to like rehaul everything or change careers or anything like that. Okay, I added another sweatshirt to the mix because I'm so cold. I'm so cold right now. Ugh. And I just turned up the heat, but I'm still so cold. You know when you're just cold and you can't warm up? Anyways, hopefully I'm already feeling the heat come on, which is great. But I am currently getting set up to do some cooking. My mom got me this cool little recipe book stand. So that's great. And then here's all the ingredients. Looks delish. All right, here she is. Like most of the recipes in that cookbook, it takes way longer than it says it's supposed to. I think this took me like 45 minutes, and I think it says it's like 30 minutes, so definitely give yourself more time than it says. Taking the first tub of winter. I haven't taken a tub since I literally don't remember the last time. So I reorganized my bath bomb and bath drawer. We got my razors here, my bath bombs. I got a little restock for Christmas because it's all about building your brand and making people give you things based on it. So my brand is Tub and it's worked. I think this might have been from last year, so we're gonna use up this one. I forget what it is. Ooh. Looks very colorful. Let's go. Let's go. You know that TikTok sound? Okay, let's go. All right. I'm insufferable. Don't mind the dust from the tub. Don't judge me. Don't look. Oh, damn. Okay, so it is Friday of the next weekend. I was going to share the vlog this week, but I didn't get a chance to edit it. So instead, I'm gonna make a mega vlog. I'm going to the Cape this weekend to shoot a proposal and then an engagement session. So you're gonna come along with me, and then I'm gonna share this when you watch it. That's when you'll be watching it. So, so I just wanted to explain, this is two weekends worth of vlog. So it's a mega vlog. Sorry I didn't get around to doing that this week, but enjoy part 2 of this vlogging situation. Today I just got back from yoga at the dance space. Truly, I love that space, love that class, love all the classes. It's amazing. And now I'm gonna go take a shower and just start getting ready for the weekend. I'm taking my off-island car back off island because I had brought it over because my car was in the shop. So taking that back off and gonna spend the weekend there exploring, having fun, doing some work and doing some shoots. So come along for the ride. All right, it's Friday night. I am on the slow boat. Courtesy, you see this heinous lighting, the beautiful fluorescence. And I am so hungry. I cannot wait to, I think I'm gonna go to Pizza Barbone in Hyannis and eat some pizza by myself. Either that or Neho. Pizza or Mexican food. I do not know. You'll see. I want to show you what it looks like to drive onto the boat. Look at this like tiny little narrow thing that you have to drive into. And there's usually, I mean, 99% of the time it's men guiding you into this. I'm like, please. I'm stressed. One guy is like, turn your oil, and I'm just like, I trust you, but he must have seen my face because he's like, breathe. I'm like, I don't like this. I hate driving into tight spaces. So all right, I forget where we left off, but I went thrifting the rest of yesterday after the proposal shoot. It was so fun. I'll show you everything I got tomorrow or later in this vlog when I get home tomorrow. Now I am in Plymouth and I am about to go do the second shoot I'm here for this weekend. It's an engagement shoot, and we're gonna explore Pine Hills around Plymouth, and then then I'm gonna go home. By home I mean back to my aunt's house, aunt and uncle's house on the Cape, and then I'm gonna get some like food and everything, and yeah, do some editing. And then my plan is to go back home tomorrow morning because it's super windy today, so none of the boats are running. So yeah, that is what's going on right now. I will keep you updated as I move through this day, kind of, maybe. Okay, hello, it's Tuesday. I got home yesterday and I was just like getting my life back together. I'm gonna show you what I thrifted this weekend, and then we're gonna wrap up the vlog because this has been a long one. So thank you for, coming along for this adventure. Also, I didn't get a chance to show you my new nails. I'm like, wow, I'm so obsessed. I have been looking for like the perfect maroony, dark kind of oxblood. I think that's kind of this color, red, and I'm obsessed. Also, I had dabbled with square shaped nails for a few manicures because I guess that's kind of what's in right now, and it looks better with like shorter nails. So I tried the shorter square, and here's the thing, I don't care. I love the almond. I'm just like obsessed with the nail shape. she did just such a good job. I go to On Glaze on Nantucket, and they just crush it, and I also got a haircut last week. It's a lot shorter. I think I got maybe 4-ish inches off. I really wanted to do a lot less layers, so there's virtually like no layers at all. My hair was like down to here, and I'm a little sad because it was like so long and I loved how it looked, but I wanted it to be super healthy, and I didn't like a lot of layers, so I love the cut. I just want to have it continue to grow and get back to that place with no layers. So, you know, 1 step forward, 2 steps back. I feel like I'm kind of back to where I was this time last year, kind of like cut off all the growth that I had, but the ends were getting pretty gnarly, and I just wasn't loving the different layers. First up is this purple cable knit sweater. This one's from Brooks Brothers, 100% cotton. I was like so on the fence because I don't have anything in this color. I don't really gravitate towards purple, and I'm wondering how I'll integrate into the rest of my clothes, but I don't know, something about it drew me in, and I think I used to love purple as a kid, so I'm wondering if this will spark a new phase. But I just loved it. Was like, you know, classic cable knit. Something about it drew me in, so we'll see where this goes. Next up is this black 100% cotton turtleneck sweater. Really simple, but a great basic. And I have to wear so much black for my work, and I honestly, actually, of all the sweaters I have, which is too many, I don't have a ton that are completely plain black, surprisingly, weird enough. I have like a v-neck that's black, and then this. So I thought it'd be pretty useful, and I love that it was 100% cotton. It was in great condition, so it was like a no-brainer. Great layering piece, easy to style. I'm surprised I don't have this already in my wardrobe, and I'm glad I got to thrift it. This next piece I was kind of on the fence about. I don't know if I a little bit maybe regret getting this, but I also like it. It's a red, like, it's an old brand. It looks like it was, you know, kind of relatively vintage. You know, wool, red blazer. I love the color, I really do. I love the buttons, the details. The one thing that makes me kind of hesitant is the shoulder pads, and I guess I could get these removed. So I'll have to see. This is something where I think I'm gonna put a little time and energy into trying it on with a bunch of different things, really trying to style it and integrate it into my wardrobe before I hang it up. This and the purple, I need to like do some mix and matching just to see how I would want to wear it, and then I can, like, you know, put it with the rest of my stuff. I just don't want it to get lost and neglected. So maybe this is a do I even like this, even though I just got it. It was $6, so I was like, and I just love the color, so we'll see what to do. You know what this reminds me of? I flew Virgin Atlantic pretty much my whole life visiting my dad in England, and their brand colors are actually purple and red. So I feel a little bit like a Virgin Atlantic flight attendant, which isn't the worst thing, but it's also just kind of funny, and I can't like unsee that once I saw it. I don't know, has anyone else flown that airline? They have a very like specific brand. Next up is this black J. Crew 100% cotton turtleneck. I wear turtlenecks all the time. I have one black turtleneck that I wear all the time, and it's usually in the wash because I need to wash it after every use because it makes me sweat. So that's like, you know, another one, great, good brand, good materials, like no brainer. This was like, let's do it. When you are thrifting and you see a tag that looks like this, like very old, and you know, this is 100% wool, like you can just tell this is an old thing and I love it. So I got this. There's a lot of really great wool sweaters there with these older tags. I wonder if they came from the same person. Some of them were not in the best condition. Like I know with a sweater shaver, you could probably bring some of them back to life, but I didn't need any other ones. This one was just calling to my name. I loved the little button details, even though I really do not need a single other cream sweater. But most of my sweaters are on the more oversized realm, so this one I knew would be more fitted. This is so cute. We love her. Great for layering. Okay, next up I got these kind of like blue and white pajama pant bottoms. You know, if I'm being fully honest, they're like a little bit see-through and they're a little bit small. They're a small, and I if I could have chosen, I would have wanted like a medium, just because I like things a little bit looser than this. But I have been wanting a pair like this to just like try out. I feel like it's kind of a little bit of a trendy moment right now with the like striped linen pajama bottom style. I might not keep these for the longest time, but I just wanted to like dabble in this trend to see if I'd want to buy another pair. So, you know, maybe I'll like them more than I do. I don't know how I feel. Like, I love the idea of them. Are these the perfect pants for me? I'm not sure. Okay, last but not least, I would say these pair of pants were my best score. They're from Ralph Lauren. They had tags on. I think I paid $16 for them. I've been looking for kind of a pant like this to, you know, add to my collection that would kind of fit under this like kind of eclectic grandpa trends. And we can get in a whole discussion about whether to follow trends, whatever, but I feel like the eclectic grandpa is basically my style summed up. So I have been really inspired, and I'm like, oh, I already have like most of these things, and so I like the way people are styling this stuff. So I'm like, oh, perfect, this really fits into what I already love. I don't care if this trend fades, I will still enjoy it. The same way I feel about coastal grandmother. I'm like, that is very, I'm like a mix between a eclectic grandfather and coastal grandmother. That is me to a T. So loved these pants. And I actually kind of feel like they work really well with this purple sweater. That is my thrift haul. I would say this sweater, these pants, the cream sweater, and the black sweaters were like my favorite things. I'm still on the fence about the blue and white pajama pants. I wasn't able to try them on at the Goodwill, so I don't know if the fit will bother me enough to not wear them. And then the red blazer, I want to love. I really think I need to spend some time with her and figure out how I would wear it. Just the proportions are different from blazers that I've had in the past, so I'm on the fence about keeping the blue and white stripes. And with the blazer, we gotta like give her some time to marinate and decide how I feel. So yeah, hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching the vlog. I've had so much fun putting this together. Definitely, I am a little rusty with the filming. I'm like, ooh, I'm missing some big gaps here, but getting back into it. So thank you for watching. Stay tuned for next weekend's vlog. It'll be probably a little bit shorter because it's just gonna be the weekend. But I'm very excited to, you know, do some cozy Nantucket things. I looked at my calendar for February and I will be traveling like almost the entirety of the month. I have quite a few trips kind of back to back. So next weekend is going to be, next 2 weekends are going to be like the very fun, cozy homebody vlogs. I am just like a total homebody this month and really just trying to embrace that. Not really feeling pressure to like do too much outside because there's not much to do, but it's been nice to just enjoy the home. So thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time. Bye.